हाँ, along with this, अगर ये promotion में साथ में पैसे भी मिलते इस चीज के तो ज़्यादा खुश
Oh,
No. The truth is the offers weren't flooding. That's the actual truth. The offers were not flooding at all. It almost felt like I had to go back to square one after the film, despite the praise and despite everything that came with it. I think it's fine. I had to go back to auditioning. I had to go back to really fighting for work.
It's a story of people. It's a human story, interconnected lives, and how one person's fate and actions affects other person and who's not even related to.
that entire cat and mouse is insane. And normally in the trailer, you're just seeing one aspect of it, but it's like a maze of cat and mice.
to this set and suddenly this man is not responding to how I would how he would respond earlier.
Okay.
And I'm like, ये क्या?
Because now I don't like you.
I'm not very good on social media, so I take about 100 photos and I release them slowly throughout the year. So everyone could
good
be like, oh, he has such an interesting life.
Hello to everyone who's watching us. I'm Amar representing Movie Fight, and I'm joined by an interesting bunch, as interesting as the project. I'm joined by Avinash Tiwari, Jitin Gulati, Tahir Shabir, and Rohan Vinod Mehra. First things first, promotions can be hectic. What's your headspace like when promotion goes, or do you find some setting ideal, or you also find it hectic?
I think if the product is great,
Yeah.
you love promoting it.
Okay.
It's only a problem when you have to say things that you don't want to, but here we don't have that problem.
Nice answer.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I definitely agree with what Jitin said.
So, yeah.
Also, but I do think promotion it's always fun because you know that what you've done is finally releasing. This is the last hurdle, and you're closer to it. Because sometimes what happens is you shoot something and you wonder when will it release, how will it release, what will happen. So it's that finishing line is right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I love promotion. I think
Yeah.
it's great fun.
I saw.
It's so relaxing and fun. It's not at all tiring. I mean, you got to go on. I mean, the only thing is, of course, certain questions are repetitive, but otherwise, it's so much fun. I mean, compared to shooting, right? We're talking in relation.
If you're winning, yes.
Haji?
If you're winning, yes.
हाँ, if you.
हाँ, along with this, अगर ये promotion में साथ में पैसे भी मिलते इस चीज के तो ज़्यादा खुश
ओह, फिर तो सोने पे सुहागा.
I honestly feel so कि it's just that कि जैसे आप हर इंटरव्यू में अगले इंटरव्यू में सेम सवाल के जवाब दे रहे होते हैं तो एक नया टेक होता है फिर नया टेक होता है फिर नया टेक होता है so it just goes like a next take but there we get paid for it. That's the only.
I hope I don't repeat my questions. Talking about Kala, we are seeing a lot of content on OTT, which is dark, edgy, grey. What makes Kala unique and unprecedented?
I think there are many facets to Kala. I mean, as much as it's a crime drama with a heady mix of revenge, politics, reverse hawala, financial crime, it's a story of people. It's a human story, interconnected lives, and how one person's fate and actions affects other person and who's not even related to he or she. At the same time, we're taking you on a very, very thrilling journey with, I think, almost perfect elements of cinematography, great sound, great visuals. If I can boast about it, I think very good performances. I think it's a total package out there. So I can't say one great thing about it. It's actually a great package.
I think also after a long time I saw a perfect trailer.
Oh,
Yeah. Like
Trailers which used to
amazing.
be so lovely. Kala's trailer has that element.
And one more thing,
you.
the music of Kala is fantastic.
Okay.
Bijoy Nambiar has incredible control, incredible taste in music, and I think that's going to be
Also
a really
unique.
cool thing about it. The music,
Gaurav has done our background.
Okay.
It's brilliant.
I feel I love cat and mouse games, chases, you know what I mean? So that entire cat and mouse is insane. And normally in the trailer, you're just seeing one aspect of it, but it's like a maze of cat and mice happening. So I think for audiences who love that, inherently we've all, bachpan se, you like those. So like if you're saying what is unique about it, that I feel is very, very unique. When you watch it, you'll be like, huh?
Okay.
अरे ये अच्छा यहाँ से निकला अच्छा ये हुआ. Abhi, right now we can't say, but when you're in the 15th that you'll watch it, you'll understand what we're saying.
Alright.
So I think that cat and mouse, that chase, it's very few shows and stories do it the way it's done here.
Good.
I think they have really covered all the points, but if I have to add, I would say the pace of the show. that is very, very captivating. It just kind of keeps you hooked and truly binge-worthy in every sense. You know, I remember watching a few episodes and it was almost like I want to go to the next one instinctively, and I think that's what the reaction of the audience would be.
Okay. Avinash, you have been having the form recently which any actor would envy of. It's also said many times that, and I rightly agree that it's your ear. But how do you take it from the other end? It must be very rewarding, but how do you take it? How do you see it yourself?
I see it as I was working earlier and I'm still working, and it's the same kind of it's the same actor who's going to do what he was doing earlier. It's just that when the light falls, people start saying, "Oh, it's shining."
Yeah.
But it's just that. So for me at this point, it's just celebration. This is happening. It could have been chaotic for me, but I chose to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I want everyone to join in the celebration and enjoy it with me. It will be really, really pleasing if people can enjoy and celebrate it with me. With both these shows coming together, and it's gonna be a banger.
How lovely. Jitin, you have been an OTT expert all through the years, right from, you know.
Fun, bro.
Really?
Is there any way to crack an OTT actor's image where the makers approach you repeatedly, strictly for an OTT project?
No, there's no shortcut to it. You have to make it happen.
Yeah.
There's no shortcut in this business, I think, at all. You really, really have to make it happen. As much as people believe that there is a portion that, you know, some people have and they get it and that's how they make it. No, I think everybody who's made it and who's survived here, and I will count all 4 of us here, anybody who's been in this business, they've really made it happen.
Yeah.
Because life can give you opportunities, the industry can give you opportunities, but the way you want your career and the way you want to shape it, you have to do it yourself.
Okay. Rohan, I saw your debut, Bazaar, in 2018. You also won several debut awards for it. You were commendable in it. I'm sure the offers are flooding to you, but what makes you super selective?
Oh, no. The truth is the offers weren't flooding. That's the actual truth. The offers were not flooding at all. It almost felt like I had to go back to, you know, square one after the film, despite the praise and despite everything that came with it.
Yeah, you did really
but
well.
yeah, I mean, the thing is that it's, you know, I think all of us can agree that every time you finish a project, it always feels like you're starting from zero. Whether you have offers coming in or not, it feels like, okay, I've done this now what? And in my case, I had to go back to, you know, through the system, which I think is fine. I had to go back to auditioning. I had to go back to really fighting for work, really proving myself, and it's maybe that's the path that, you know, was destined for me. And, you know, I'm very grateful for it, to be honest with you.
I kept seeing all beach photos. I thought you were only holiday.
No. So what I do is, I'm actually from Kenya, from a town called Mombasa, which is a beach town.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so I go home quite often, and when I go home, I'm not very good on social media, so I take about 100 photos and I release them slowly throughout the year. So everyone could be like,
strategy.
oh, he has such an interesting life. But
Then we have a new vacation home now.
let's go. Hey, the film industry thing, we're planning it.
Yeah,
remember?
we need to do this.
You were anyway planning something, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Tahir, every project teaches an actor something about their craft to them. That, okay, I can do this also.
Right.
And the actor gets surprised, I have never done this, but this project taught me this. What did Kala taught you?
It taught me to defend the mind like Naman's, man. Like, I've only been doing good guys mostly in my life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So this project taught me that, bhai, let's not judge this guy and let's defend him. Because initially it's like, you know, because if you're a principle-oriented guy in your personal life, then you read the script and you're like, oh man, this guy's doing this. Oh. And then to play a more layered role. You know, normally there's a hero and there's a villain, but in the villain's story, the villain's the hero.
Yeah.
So to make that guy's mindset and his backstory and to defend him and his actions and to make an upbringing for him and to finally becoming, that was a huge learning, man.
Okay. Avinash, same question to you.
Oh. I think, okay, this is a cheeky one. You know, we've grown up learning that camera catches everything. I learned that if you're good enough, you can hide.
If you're good enough,
You can hide.
Yeah.
I'll keep it at that.
Okay. I have heard that if the vibe on the set is very happy and if it's a party every day, then it reflects on the screen. If it's very stressful, it might not. How is the Bijoy Nambiar set like? Is it serious and purely work, or was it a party since day one? Also, take us through day one to the final day of the shoot.
The show is a thriller. The vibe on the set was a thriller.
Oh, okay.
It was thrilling, literally. So,
Yeah, the show's name is Kala, and I think that term goes further than just black money. It talks about maybe some of these characters' hearts in a certain way. So I don't think like it was that much fun but it was thrilling. Yes. So yeah, I'll say that.
Fun was happening amongst
Yeah.
all of us, but
After-
on set it was thrilling, like he said. It was a thrilling mahal.
And after the cuts, you were dancing.
Yeah, when I was not shooting, when it was their part being shot, I was chilling.
I would
was
love
really-
to see those videos though.
I do have them. I
Please
will.
share.
You will love it. But on set, I need to say on a Bijoy Nambiar set, that man is working 48 hours in 24 hours.
Okay.
So you at least try to reach 24.
Yeah.
That's where it is. So it's a very fast set. It's chaotic. There is madness, but when you see the end result, you know there is a method to it.
Okay, got it. Jitin and Avinash, you both have two big projects together this year, back to back. How was the switch for you both, purely as actors, and how did you bond? Like, I'm sure you must be meeting a lot.
Yeah, I've worked with him for the last 4 years now.
Oh, really?
Yes. I've been on Mumbai Meri Jaan. I was
Sharing vanities and.
we signed
In
up
fact,
in
sorry,
2019.
I need to tell you, the other one, we actually requested that we share the same vanity. And we were there for 3.5 years at least on that set. But within 10 days, we start shooting for this one.
Yeah.
And our
Looks have
dynamics changed.
And our looks have changed. And suddenly I'm seeing, I was so used to seeing him in a certain look.
Yeah.
Our looks have changed, everything has changed. And but that's, I think,
been a trip.
the work that we do. It is so fast, that we adapt to things. Sometimes it surprises us also. You meet people and suddenly, you are their best friends. You meet people and you are their brother.
Yeah.
And then somehow
That
the
click.
shoot. Yeah, I mean, it works. I think it's
The
something.
first 10 days, I was heartbroken because the bonding that we shared to come to this set, and suddenly this man is not responding to how I would, how he would respond earlier.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Ye kya?"
Because now I don't like you. As simple as that.
I shall unravel some more facts later.
Lovely. Tahir and Rohan, tell us something about your characters in Kala. And was it an instant yes after you read the script, or also were there any look test and audition tapes involved?
For me, I read the script, and Bijoy had called me up for the show, and he first just said, just read the script and see what you think. And for me, there's just something about Shubhendu's character that I don't know. I mean, I can't explain what it was, but it was just something that I felt very, very close to. I felt very personally attached to this character, and it also terrified me, the role, actually, because it was very different to, I don't know, I mean, there are definitely elements of the character which I think someone would see and you could cast me in it, but there are other shades, because the character has lots of shades. There are other shades of the character when you watch it and you're looking at me, interviewing me now, you'd be like, no one would ever cast me in that role. But the thing is that and that's why it scared me, because I felt like, can I do this? Will I be able to do this? But then I just had this instinctive feeling that this is what I really want to do, and moreover, I can bring something unique to this character. And I think there are very few moments in an actor's career where I'm still very young, obviously I'm acting like I'm 60, but there are very few moments where you feel you as yourself can bring something unique to the character. You can bring something unique, you can add something to the written word.
Yeah.
And with Shubhendu's character, that's what I felt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I properly auditioned for this, and but the backstory is that I know Bijoy for a long time. So whenever I met him, since I became an actor, Bijoy also knows me as a first AD and what I did before.
Okay.
Just to keep telling him, I said, "Bhai, kuch de do, paid bana do, kuch bhi kar do." So finally, when this audition happened, and he must have liked it, and he called me and he's like, "It's dark, will you do it?" And I'm like, "For you, I mean, it's a dream come true, man." So he called me, he told me, and then I read Naman like properly. I'd done the audition. I could tell in the audition only that है भाई थोड़ा. And once I read it, I was actually like that from the previous question, where it was a challenge for me because I've never done anything like this before. So I was like, wow, you know. So for me, Naman Arya was a revelation, you know, for me also as an actor, and also whilst I was like all those things I said before, where it was such a fun ride to do it, and kudos to Bijoy, man. I mean, to let also the freedom that he gave me to play the guy that we will see on the 15th. So yeah, all in all,
Okay.
of course, I mean, it's a no-brainer to have said yes. तो बहुत दूर की बात, please ले लो था.
Okay. Looking forward for the 15th. Now I'll play a little game. Serious questions are done. It's called 5 seconds challenge. So whenever we'll edit the video, we'll place the timer somewhere here. It will be a 5-second timer. I'll ask you questions and
Team game.
no. One person.
Oh, competing, are we?
One person, like one.
No. One question.
हाँ, फिर ठीक है.
And
सबको 5 सेकंड में जवाब देना
सबको 5 सेकंड में जवाब देना है और जैसे ही मैं क्वेश्चन अपना खत्म करूंगा you guys have to start. Okay? So I'm starting with you, Jitin. 4 dance forms.
भरतनाट्यम, कुचिपुड़ी, कथक, जैज.
Okay.
5 नहीं हुए, 5 सेकंड.
हो गए. अब रोहन.
Yes.
4 artists. Any artist.
Vincent Van Gogh, Bijoy Nambiar, Avinash Tiwari, Jitin Gulati.
Okay. 4 desserts which we eat.
रसमलाई, रसगुल्ला, मलाई मैंगो, गुलाब जामुन.
Okay.
अविनाश तिवारी को पैसा दिखाओ पहले, ठीक है? इनको नोट दिखाइए, तब वो जवाब ऐसे देंगे.
Avinash will get this. 4 planets.
Mars, Venus. Pluto doesn't give a
5 seconds.
and Uranus.
Okay. Jitin. 3 item songs.
चिकनी चमेली, कजरारे and काला चश्मा.
Okay. Rohan. 4 mammals.
Dog, cat, kangaroo, lion.
Okay.
Very well.
मैंने पिछले गेम में देखा your Bollywood knowledge is too good, so this is for you. 3 films where the lead actor is romancing 2 heroines.
Films.
Yeah.
अपना बाजीगर, अपना वो सुनील शेट्टी की धड़कन, right? अपना and one more.
धड़कन में 2 हीरो 1 हीरोइन है.
हाँ.
2 हीरो. अच्छा. Heroine. It can't be 2 girls.
2 हीरोइंस.
Oh, has to be 1 hero, not the other way around.
Yeah.
So okay, so then बाजीगर था.
शाहरुख फिल्म्स.
दिल तो पागल.
शाहरुख खान फिल्म्स.
दिल तो पागल है.
कुछ होता है.
कुछ होता है. मैं
Yeah,
दोनों हाँ
कुछ-कुछ
technically is that allowed?
Yeah.
हाँ, कुछ.
धड़कन is allowed, that is not allowed.
नहीं धड़कन. I thought कि maybe girl can be allowed also, like 1 guy 2 girls or 1 girl 2 guys.
Okay. Avinash. 3 films where Shah Rukh Khan's name is Rahul.
राहुल. दिल तो पागल है. कुछ होता है.
कभी खुशी कभी
डीडी वो तो राज है.
कभी खुशी कभी.
Yeah. 3 films, Jitin. 3 films where the lead actors die. Or actresses.
लैला मजनू, देवदास, कयामत से कयामत तक.
Okay.
I'm like sweating, man.
3 thrillers.
Kala, Raman Raghav, Monaco, my darling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And lastly, 3 movies where the word Kala comes in the title.
काला comes the title. काला पत्थर, सजाए काला पानी, काला पत्थर, सजाए काला पानी. ये काला.
हाँ ये भी काला है. मूवीज या फिर सीरीज भी बोल सकते हैं.
चलो series.
हो गया है.
काला.
And lastly, Avinash,
भाई मेरे को बचा.
3 movies of Preeti Zinta.
प्रीति जिंटा.
3 movies.
वो
कल होना.
बच्चे वाला कौन सा था?
अरे क्या कहना.
क्या
क्या
कहना?
कहना?
दिल से.
चोरी चोरी चुपके.
You should get the money.
Give me the money now.
Yeah, bro. Show me. तो तेरे पास ही आ रहा था ना.
Okay, thank you guys, and I hope you had fun.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving me an interview like this, where I was also very comfortable.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Cheers, yeah.